Alright, what's good everybody? Soso Trader here. I have the documents, and forgive me, this is my first attempt at recording a video for you guys, but kind of wanted to take a moment to go over the strategies and do a video. I know that we have the documents on the group, but I figured this would probably be helpful to actually watch me kind of walk through some trades. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the charts here, and we'll turn this music down. Okay, so what I've done here is actually pull up today's market open. So this is Globex hours. This is the last candle of the day for Thanksgiving holiday. So this will be starting at 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving night. And what I'm going to do is just kind of go through. I've got the replay set up, so I'm going to be entering these as they come. Now, most of you know that during US market hours, I will use the 1 minute time frame to execute trades. However, if I do any trades overnight Globex hours, I do use a higher time frame. Reason being is that overnight, with less liquidity, you can get more chop and more trend changes in the indicator. So I just want everyone to know that you should probably go to a higher time frame if you're trading other hours besides US market, just to avoid the additional chop that you may receive. Okay, so starting at the market open, I'll go ahead and progress the candle here, see what we get. Okay, so there's the last candle. All right, so here we have market open tonight. You can see 6 o'clock p.m. 1800 hours. And we actually have what I would consider a valid A trade. Remember, A trades are, we have our trend direction, which it just switched on this candle. We're on the 5 minute time frame here. The only indicator on the charts is the Dough Yielder. We got a breakdown below our level here. Now, at this point, we're safe to, since we got the close below the level, we're safe to place a trade at our level that we broke. So I'm going to go ahead and place a short position. The level here is at 883, 20,883. Okay. Now for A trades, we're looking at the candle that broke the lower level and our stop loss line. And let me go up here to the, I'm going to go up here and turn my tables on that actually shows. All right. So the stop loss line is at 2889.9. So 20,900 is where the line's at. So we'll put that there. That's our stop loss, 17 points. A standard A trade will go 1-to-1. And I'm going to progress the candles and see what happens with this trade now. All right, so we got entered at 6:15 p.m. Okay, all right, so here we're already in this trade. So this is kind of where your discretion comes in. I mean, technically, since we have a break above this green level here, that is a valid B trade entry. So if you wanted to add to this trade, that would be the location to do it. So you have, remember, a B trade is we have a downtrend and we get a buy signal or a signal in the opposite direction of the trend. So this would be considered a B trade. And what we would do on a B trade, as outlined in the documents, is we would enter at the close of this candle, making it a valid entry. So the closing price of this candle is, let me look, closing price. This candle 88825. All right, so at the close, and of course you may not get that exact price. Really what is more important is where you place your stop loss. So on a B trade, you have your stop loss line that's above the candle that you entered on. So this level here at 98.9675 would be the stop loss. So you're looking at 8.5 points. And we would do 8.5 points there. See, so that one candle completed that trade. Alternatively, if you're already in a trade, you could move this stop loss down to equal this initial stop loss, since you're already in that A trade and you're waiting for it to play out. But if we want to keep everything separate, not taking into account the additional the initial trade that we have on already, we'll just do 1-to-1. All right, so that is a B trade that was successful already. So we'll go ahead and put B trade plus 8.5 points. All right, so we're still in our A trade. We're waiting to see how that plays out. We'll move this over. Okay, very nice. All right, so there is our A trade that was successful. So that was plus 17 points. Okay, now here we also have a break of a level, and this one was just successful. I wouldn't have personally placed another trade here yet because we're already in this one trade, but we closed this trade and we got a break of these two levels. Now these levels are so close together that you have the option of setting, if they were 10 points apart, I wouldn't do this. I would go for the better price. But since these two levels are so close to each other, you have the option of taking the lower level, since they were both broken, which is 74.75, and the other one is 78. So honestly, probably what I would do here is go for the lower level, because we had such an extended move down past that on that last 5-minute candle. So let me move this one back to get it out of the way, clean things up. All right, so what we're shooting for here is the break of this and the retest of the 874.75. Now, the line that broke the 874.75 was this last candle at 7:05 p.m. So I'm going to be looking at the stop loss line above that candle, which is right there. So 10 points. So we're looking for a 10-point trade after the retest here. Okay, no retest on the next candle. All right, so we got a retest. We're entered in the trade at 74.75. There's another check of 74.75. All right, so there we go. We got 10 more points. That's another A trade. And we also have, so here already we're at 27, we're at 35.5 points already. So 27 plus 35.5 points, which if you're doing one mini contract, that's $800. Or right, no, it's like just over 700. Alright, so we got a break and retest again. Short. That's a nice thing. That's what I like about the 1 minute time frame is, I'm sorry, the 5 minute time frame on Globex, but 1 minute during the daytime, US hours, it offers a lot of opportunities. So we'll say this. Okay, so that one kind of went down and hit our take profit without retesting the level. So at this point, you may want to consider, just removing the trade. Alright. I don't think it'll ever, once this upper line starts moving down below our level that didn't get hit, you would start thinking that maybe it's not going to get there. But tonight actually is providing a lot of value here. All right, so you actually don't see these all that often, but if you'll look at the strategy document for the C trade, you'll know that the C trade only has to do with these levels, the red levels and the green levels, which I'm going to make these a little bigger to make it easier to see here for us. All right, so you can see here, normally you would expect the green level to be above the red level, pretty much. That's the standard instance of the indicator. Once in a while you will get a crossover of those levels, and that's what we call the C trade. So what we're looking for now, since we have the green level that has come down below the red level here, we're looking for a potential C trade. So what we're waiting for with the C trade is we're waiting for this red level to retake its rightful position at the bottom. All right, so once that happens, we'll enter on the close of that candle where the red line comes down. And I'll show you, for example, to see what happens. All right, so we're still inversed on our levels. There. Okay. So now at the close of this candle, we have the red level has come down below. So that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for this 5 minute candle to close. And since the green level crossed down below the red level, we're looking for a long entry here. It's basically signs of a possible reversal. All right, so for this trade, we'll enter at the closing price of this candle where the red level regained its rightful position. Closing price is going to be 840.75. So as soon as that 5 minute candle closes, we can market enter that price. Our stop loss is going to be the stop loss line here at 19 points, and we're going to shoot for 19 points. Let's progress the candles. All right, so we got entered there. And there we go. So that's actually a C trade. So we've got an example for all the different types of trades here. That's C plus 19 points. All right, what time is it now? So it's 8:30, 8:25 on the chart. Okay, so here we have a downtrend, and we got a signal in the opposite direction, so technically that's a B entry. So since we have the downtrend on the B entry, we would go short here at 862.50, the close of that candle, opposite of our trend. Our stop loss is going to be the stop loss line above that candle, and we're shooting for 12 points there. Okay, progress the candles. And this may be our first loser. And see it reacting off of this upper level. Sometimes that can mean that we're eventually going to have a reversal here, and we'll continue start going up from here. Couple of opportunities to get out at break even if you want it to. Extend this on. There we go. So there's a loser. All right. Nothing works every time, but the nice thing about the indicator is it gives you clear examples of where to enter and where to get out. All right, so we're minus 12 points here. All right, so there's a B trade, minus 12 points. And you'll notice usually your losses, as you use the indicator, you'll notice usually your losses come right before, when a trend is in transition. So if you're having a reversal or whatnot. All right, so there we go. So there the trend reverses. So from here on out, we're looking for long trades. Move this over. I want to keep everything clean here. All right, so our last level break is here at 870.25, and this is the candle that broke it. So if we were to get a trade, it would be right now. You could have a limit order just sitting there waiting to see what happens. So until another trade presents itself, we'll stay with that. No entry, no entry. All right, so here we got a break of this upper level, which is 896. So I'm going to move this trade up to the 896 level. Well, what it was actually 896 even. Right there. This is the candle that broke it, so we're going to go here with the stop loss, which is 17.25 points. All right, see if we get a retest. All right, so we got entered the trade, the next candle. This is actually another entry here if you wanted to, if you didn't mind stacking your trades. We'll see if we get a retest of it or not, but it would be the break of this level, which is 897.50. Stop loss would be 12.5 points. 12.5 points here. Okay, so we have not gotten entered on that trade because it has not come back down to that level. And if it, okay, so since we hit our take profit on this trade at this point. Just remove this trade because we never actually got entered on it yet. So it's 17.25 points. That was an A trade. Let's see, and we're at 10:05. Continue on. Okay, so this is a valid B trade. We're going long because our trend is long. The close of this candle is at 907.50. Once that candle closes, we'll enter there, put our stop loss here, 8.5 points. We got entered. And we got 8.5 points there, and that's a valid B trade. Okay, so let's see. We'll continue on just a little bit. That was a valid A trade. Let's see, I don't know what we crossed here. Let's say 9 points. It's actually that line, so it's 9.25 points. Right there, right there. Standard A trade. Remember, a point's $20 on NQ, so we've racked up quite a nice little purse here. And that's 8 p.m. to midnight pretty much. Where's midnight? Right here. So yeah, I think we'll add this up. That's 8 p.m. to midnight. Just gonna tally up the results. Alright, so we've got 17 points on the first trade, 10 points, 8.5 points there, plus 19 points down here at the C trade, minus 12 points here, plus 17.25, plus 8.5, and then plus 9.25. So 77.5 points, and that's during Globex there. If you're just doing one mini contract on NQ, you multiply that times 20 to get your dollar value. So $1,550 since market open. So that's it, guys. I mean, I'm not saying by any means it's always this good. Just happens to be this time. But beautiful thing about it is it gives you clear, entry points, your risk, all these stop losses. They adjust to price action. Whatever the current range of the market is at, that's what they adjust for. But that is how we have examples of every type of entry here that I have, personally come across and use to enter. There may be other ones I just haven't discovered yet. But if anyone has any questions or anything, be sure to comment down below the video. I'll check those and try to answer any of those. We do have a group for the indicator. It's wap.com/Soso Trading Hub. This gives you access to the Dough Yielder, the strategy documents that point out, show screenshots and everything of how to enter each of those trades, and the Discord server where I live stream pretty much every day, barring some personal limitations with just daily life, or most Thursdays I'm not able to. I'm usually mobile on Thursdays. So we'd love to have you come check it out. There's a 14-day free trial. And like I said, it gives you access to the invite only indicator and all the strategies that we use. If anybody has any questions, be sure to like the video, subscribe. This is actually the first video that I'm going to have on the channel on YouTube. So if anybody has any constructive criticism, that's fine too. Hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time. Everybody take care.